Why, hello there. I just threw my sword. Yeah, already a bad start. But welcome to the pre-episode of my new Minecraft survival series. Now, I am playing on a server, and I will not be releasing the server name this episode. I'm gonna wait till episode 1. And right now in this pre-episode, I'm gonna show you around the server with what we gotten so far done. And let me tell you, everything you see, there is a lot more to come. Trust me, there is a lot I want to build and construct. And without further ado, let's start this tour off with a bang. So obviously, this is my house. Pretty basic. It's the first house I built, and a little bit of backstory on this server. We started this 3 years ago, me and someone special to me, and we just created a world and we decided to play it because we had a lot of time on our hands. And about a year ago, we decided to turn this into a server, or a realms server to be specific. And since then, I've just been kind of doing little things like gathering materials and fishing and mining, a whole bunch of different stuff that doesn't really progress us too much in the way that we're going to be progressing throughout this season as for builds and fights and all types of different stuff, farms, and anything else you could really think is progress. I just been doing the little things so that maybe I won't have to go too much resource gathering at the start. We can just kind of get into the builds and stuff. But anyways, yeah, this is my house. I got armor stands here, and then, furnaces, a couple more, and then we got the brewing station along with a loom and a cartography table, the grindstone and the anvil, and then we got our potion storage, potion ingredients. Wait. You sit down. Stop it. This is something that I'm going to explain later on. It is for basically a mission board that, like I said, I'll show you guys in a little bit as I go through the tour. These are just kind of the rewards for some of the missions, and this is the mission log. I'll show you what that is and how it works in a little bit. And looks like we're about done with the house. This is what the outside looks like, not too special. And then if we come over here, we have our cobblestone tower manual storage system. Now, like I said, it's very manual. This is going to stay here, but this is not going to be used very much as we build an automatic storage system. None of this is going to be here. It's just going to be a barren building with chests. So it's nothing too special right now. If we go in here, this is the Graveltop Museum, and Graveltop is the name of the town we're in that we built. And obviously you can see we have a couple of sites to look at, and I'm going to be adding lecterns telling the stories about each one of the items that comes in here. This was personally one of my builds. I think it turned out nice. I had a friend on here whose server this actually is. I call him Sil, and he actually did the flooring and stuff when I wasn't able to. And he did the flooring up here as well. And I believe he added the shroom lights in. Before, I think I had glowstone. So he did a little bit here and there. But this is mainly my build. And if we come out here, we'll go to the right and we'll see a granite looking building. Now this is the Graveltop B&G, short for bakery and grub. Now obviously it speaks for itself. It's a restaurant. As you can see, the kitchen is over there in that small little building inside the restaurant. There's tables and stuff, and I have this closed off because I'm going to remodel this into the shopping district, which we'll show later on in this pre-episode. Now if we come over here, this is the Grand Library. Now this is one of my biggest projects here, and it is completely unfinished. This place will soon be filled with tons of bookshelves, and when the 1.20 update comes out, they are adding chiseled bookshelves, which means we're going to be adding those in with some books, and it'll look pretty nice. You can actually, read the books in there and stuff like that, so it'll be a pretty cool build once it's finished. Now, this right here I got inspiration from an anime called Attack on Titan. Most of you may know of it, and I think it is a pretty cool build. I like it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, other than maybe we can do a few improvements, add a few things to it. If we come down here, you're going to see that, if we get down here, that this wall is hollow, and obviously we can go all the way through. It's barren for now. I'm gonna be adding some different defenses and mechanical type of buildings in here, maybe some redstone contraptions to kind of boost this place up. It's looking kind of barren right now, and I don't know, I think it needs to have something inside. So maybe I'll do like a voting thing where you guys can maybe give me ideas for what to put in here. Some specific stuff, obviously defenses, redstone contraptions, mechanical builds that are just there for show. Or if you could get some redstone into the mechanical builds, that would be pretty cool too. Actually, I think I might recommend that. Obviously in the future, when the series starts up a little more and we get to finishing some of these unfinished builds, I'll put some voting stuff out there, and this won't be the only build that I do that. Obviously, I'll have some voting stuff going on my channel, and I'll have you guys pick some different stuff that I may add to here. So, you know, just stay in tune with that. Let me eat real quick. We're gonna walk into here. Now, obviously, this looks like a village, and it is. It's a village. I built a pretty sophisticated village. Now, everything here was not here before. This was 100% built. There was no village here to start. And this is the starter house. Obviously, there's different garbage in here. And I'm not too worried about any of the stuff. May come back and take some stuff to my mega base, which we will be getting to. I found a location for my mega base, and I've actually started out there. Don't worry, it's nothing too major. Just, you know, some good starter stuff. Now, as you can see, there are no villagers here. A little while ago, Minecraft updated and the villagers just disappeared. Now, that's a big problem we're gonna have to figure out in the future. We will be repopulating this place. Now, all these little granite huts are just the village houses. We have, you know, some stables for cows, sheep, horses. This is the mine, the community village mine. Obviously, it goes all the way down to what used to be the limit for bedrock, and I don't know if it's still the same. It probably is. There are a few more huts here. These were going to be like shopping huts. Now, they used to be, but as you can see, there are no villagers here, so they did despawn. And this building right here is basically an office building. I decided to add it in to give some professionality to this place because I feel like it needed it. It was too basic. And, you know, obviously here's the roof, nothing special. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this village here. Now, the next portion we're going to be showing off is down this way. Right here, we have a graveyard. So this is kind of just for decoration. But we are putting things in here that we have killed. There's things that have died. And as you can see, this is pretty funny. So many trees. R.I.P. the trees. Yeah. There used to be a lot of spruce trees here. And a lot of oak trees going this way. We had to obliterate them to clear out the area. So R.I.P. the trees. Now entering here, we have the farming district basically, and we have pretty much everything here. We got a tree farm, chickens, wheat, berries, netherwort, pumpkins, potatoes, beetroots, and we also have chorus fruit. We have shroom lights over there and carrots, and then we also have cows, and you know, nothing too special. This is the sheep tower. Now this is actually pretty special. It has every single color of sheep on each layer. I helped Sil with it. It's his build, but I helped stock up with the sheep. Obviously, as you can see, we're going to take this road down once we show off this fish hut here. Again, nothing too special, although it is pretty cool. And there's a dirt block up there. Stupid Enderman. They keep placing stuff in the wrong places. Now, obviously, this is the fish hut. And like I said, I've done a lot of fishing. Now, as you can see here, this isn't everything that I fish for. A lot of the stuff I fish for, it came from not just here, my mega base too. I have a lot of stuff over there. And yeah, it's just been a lot of fishing. Now, as we go down here, this is basically a road that my good old pal Sil made, and it spans pretty far. Now, I'm not going to show this off. I'll briefly have you guys view at it. It's an unfinished build by Sil. I don't really know what it is or what the purpose is for it, but he will be continuing to build it up, and hopefully we can see what it is in the future. Now, coming into here, this is the shopping district. Now, this is where everybody on the server is going to be having basically a branch of their shop for accessing Graveltop for people to buy. We want to have our main shops over in our mega bases, but we're going to branch off our shops to the shopping district here. Now, this is my shop, and it is very unfinished. I'm not going to show too much of it because it's an unfinished build of mine, and you guys are going to like it. Pretty cool build. I have a design for it and everything. That is not really the main design. It's just kind of there and maybe changing a few blocks around. But this right here is the arena. Now, we haven't used this at all, so it's basically here for decoration, but it looks pretty cool. There's obviously an upper level 2 for, you know, stands and stuff so everybody can watch, and I believe you go around that way and there's like a staircase, or actually no, the staircase is here. And if we come up here, show this off real quick, this is basically the king throne, and this is for Sil for when we have events, which we've never had. And depending on our server mates joining us on the server, we may not have any at all because they don't come on too often. Obviously, if people are busy, they're not going to be able to get on super often, so we're not really going to worry about that. This is Sil's cactus farm, and obviously there's a couple shopping plazas up here, and this shopping district is going to be expanded, especially as we get more people on here. It's not a guarantee, but there are going to be a couple people joining within the near future here, so it'll get a little more interesting as, you know, we get more people on here. Oh, we need to sleep again. We're gonna sleep real quick. It's not even night yet. There we go, we slept. Let's grab our bed, and we're gonna come back this way. I'm not gonna show off the shops until we need to go and buy stuff from them. I want to keep those a surprise, give a little more content for you guys. Now, coming through here, this is basically the way to get from Graveltop to the shopping district. This used to be the old training hall, but like I said before, in the village I built, Minecraft updated and the villagers disappeared. I remember coming on one day and he was like, hey, all of our villagers disappeared. And we were like, oh no, they disappeared. Oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? Now, obviously, it didn't sound like that, but we were still very confused on what happened. But as I progressed, everything is a lot easier now that I have a little bit more information on how to do everything. This right here is the Graveltop Hotel. For any current residents who, you know, get their houses burned down for any reason or whatever, or they get destroyed, they can come and stay here. And this is also for new server mates as well. And obviously there's 3 levels plus, I guess, a 4th level if you want to call this a level. This is the ceiling, nothing special. Now, the hotel was another build made by Sil. Don't remember if I said that or not. We're going to check out that way in a second. But we're going to come over here. We're going to come down into this little wooden building right here. And before we go in, this is a Yoshi statue made by Sil. And it's actually pretty realistic. If we go up on the mountain over there, I'm not going to do it, but we will probably eventually. You'll see it's pretty realistic. And if we come down here, we'll notice there's this little hole. Now, this is the mine drop. Now, you're going to see how far this goes. It doesn't go too far. But we jump in and we hop into this water type of pool so we don't take damage. Now, this place is very dug out. We've done a lot to it. And if we come up here to these stairs, we are going to notice, come right here, eventually we're going to notice that skeletons come through. Now, I think we're going to wait till some show up. And there we go. This is a skeleton spawner made by Sil for everybody in the Graveltop community to use. Now, obviously, you have to stand here and AFK by yourself and take them down, but it is still pretty cool to have one like that. Skeleton spawners are one of the most useful spawners out of all the mobs to have, because they generate bones and arrows and sometimes even armor. Again, nothing too special, but it's always good to have bones, especially for the farms. And we're probably going to be coming there a lot just to, you know, AFK there and get enough bones so we can make bone meal. Now this is the way to get out. It's a little bubble elevator that he made too, and it's really handy. We'll be messing around with a bunch of bubble elevators too throughout this series, but for now we're not going to worry about that. Obviously there's the nether portal. Now this is an unfinished project of Sil's as well. I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to be saying too much about it. He'll probably say a little bit about it in his streams. So if you do want to check that out, I'll leave a link to his channel in the comment section, or in the description, I mean, not the comment section. Now this right here is the dumpster, and this is a little jumping platform, so why not dive in? Whee! Boing, 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 boing. Now, obviously, this is the dumpster. Everybody in Graveltop is welcome to put different items in here, and every item that is put in here, anybody else can grab, like it says on the sign. One man's trash is another man's treasure. So now that we're done with that, we'll come over here and we're gonna introduce what I mentioned in my house earlier with the missions. This is my mission board. Now, it's not just for me. Everybody on the server can put their own little mission boards here. As we get more members on this server, I'm probably going to have to make this a little bigger, but for now, it's just gonna stay the same. There's nothing mechanical about it. The look is just here for show. But as you can see, there are obviously missions here that you can take on as a server member, and you will get rewards for them. Once you complete them, you'll get rewards for them. Now, as we came in here, this is Graveltop's Town Hall. This is where we're going to be doing all of our meetings, and a bunch of different information is here, like the registration for who lives in Graveltop, or who the citizens are of Graveltop. Now, this room right here is wicked cool. Sil built this, and it is basically the map room. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of empty spots right here. We're leaving that because the 1.20 update is going to be coming out soon, and we want to leave some of these open because they are introducing a new biome, the cherry blossom biome. And obviously we want to leave it because, you know, naturally generated structures are now going to have armor trim. Now, I'm not going to say too much about that. If you do want to look up that update yourself, you are more than welcome to. There are plenty of articles online to look at it, but yeah, that's why we're keeping these empty, just to get some of the new stuff from the new updates. And if we come out of here, there are shopping district build guidelines. If we look through here, it tells you all the rules for the shopping district as well as the server rules. And if we come over here, we're going to see that there are different project updates on these signs here for anybody who wants to take them on. And if you don't want to take them on, but you want to contribute to the materials that come here, you can put stuff in there. Now, the last thing I'm going to introduce that's really public is the enchantment room. Anybody on the server is allowed to come in here and use this. Obviously, as we expand to our mega bases, we're going to have our own types of enchantment rooms and different farms and stuff, so we're not going to be coming here too often other than maybe meetings and stuff like that. Although there are options for, you know, if server mates do want to stay here and just, you know, chill and use what Graveltop has to offer, then they are totally able to do so. There's no priority or demand to have to leave and build your mega base up, and we're gonna keep it that way. If they want to stay here, that's totally fine. That's up to them. Now, this used to be where my shops were, but we moved to the shopping district. So eventually, I am going to be taking these down. Although that's not 100% made up yet. I might use these as maybe like voting stands or whatever and stuff like that we may want to vote on the server. And now we are going to head over to my mega base. Let's go. But before we go, we're going to look at the Nether Hub. Now, this is another project of Sil's. Sil has done quite a bit for this server, and let me tell you, when I say quite a bit, he has done quite a bit. He has made tunnels to almost all the main places where we want to get access to. Now, for everybody else's mega bases, that is something that is going to continue as people choose where they want their mega bases at, and he is going to be filling up these hallways with ice so that we can ride boats on them and make travel here a little quicker than usual. Now here we are. We have arrived at the location of my mega base, and as you can see, I have the nether portal underground, but the best thing about this is right next to it, we have a spider spawner. We can get XP, and obviously string is a really good thing to trade with villagers, and it's what I have been using for quite a little bit now. As you can see, my mega base area is surrounded in a village, and oh jeez. I've put cobblestone stairs around the pathway just so we can get through everything. This is where my main hut is for now. I have 3 villagers in there that I've been trading with. As we come over here, we have our sheep hut right here, or it's not really a hut, it's more like a stable. This is my mega base fishing hut. Now, obviously, as you can see, we don't really have a place to fish other than the sides here. I normally do my fishing right where these torches are, because if I do it anywhere inside, you won't be getting puffer fish or clownfish, and those are 2 main items that fishermen like to trade for, and you could get quite a bit. Now, as we can see, we have our crops here. This is our overwater farm plantation. It's all manual. We're going to be building some automatic farms soon. Now, you may be wondering what this is. This is my early game iron farm. As you can see, one is dying right there. If you guys do want to see a tutorial on this, I will be glad to make one for you. I did get this design from somebody else, so the credit goes to him. Can't remember the name of the YouTuber I got it from, but I will be figuring that out, and I will be putting it in the video if you guys do want a tutorial on it. And we're going to be showing that off last and explaining what that is. But if we come over here, this wooden building that looks like it generated in the village, but it didn't. This right here is going to be our trading hall. Now, this is not going to be a permanent trading hall. This is definitely going to be temporary, but for now, it's going to stay there. It's only temporary, and it does pretty good with the 4 villagers I have. As you can see in here, again, this is also going to be temporary. This is our village breeder. That is very weird. This is the first time that I'm seeing an iron golem in here. Weird. Now let's make sure nobody can get out. Good. This is going to be the building for a railroad system. Now, yes, you're probably asking yourselves, you guys have a nether hub. Why do you need a railroad system? Well, maybe there's some people who just like to do things the old-fashioned way. And yes, I am talking about me here, people. I'm the old-fashioned way type of person. And it'd be a pretty cool project to construct, actually. And yes, I understand it will take a lot of time to do this, but it'll make me feel good about, you know, building this and building it all the way to gravel top and every other mega base of our server mates on here. It's going to be a really cool build. I hope you guys will enjoy it in the future when we actually start continuing to construct it. And as we come over here, we are going to make this area look a little more natural. We have this decorated pathway. Now, this is going to lead up to our mega base. Now, the idea I have for my mega base is we're going to build a ginormous castle, and on the side of it, going all the way to the top, we are going to have a dragon spitting fire down on our castle. And maybe we can do some like flame animation with it too, and kind of make it look pretty cool, using some magma blocks and all different types of other textured blocks. But that is going to be something we will discuss in the future as we progress on the server. There's one more thing I want to show, and it's nothing too special, but it is something I do want to show. Now, you can only guess what this is. This is a quarry mine. Now we're gonna get all the way down here to see what it looks like. This is a huge area I mined out where we are doing our strip mining. And yes, this is a pretty crazy strip mine. I have mined out a lot of this already, but as you can see, we still have 2 full walls of stuff to dig out. And this is pretty dug out, but we will be continuing all of these tunnels as we progress and as we mine through it, just so we can ensure that we get the most amount of diamonds we can. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is a pre-episode to the actual series. I just wanted to kind of get on here and show you guys around with what's happened so far, so we don't start up and be like, whoa, how has he done all of this already? How has he built this already? Yes, we have had this world for quite a while, but I do want to make a series out of it because there's just so much we can still do with this world. And I have so many plans for what we can build. It's going to be great. I will see you guys in the first episode of the series. My name is Triple G Knight, and goodbye!